Hey guys, it's Ewok here today, and today I'm going to bring you a video of a microwave pulse that I've captured again. The date is the 20th of the 2nd in my time, but on current GMT time it's Wednesday the 19th of February, as you can see there. But anyway, so it started off, I was looking at the precipitable water over Queensland when a clear microwave pulse there caught my attention. So I'll show you this pulse. You can see it now, alright, and it's also got these ridges that like go across. I'll zoom in. You'll see like these lines go across and the whole pulse. See that? So I'll go in even more just to try and get a better view. So you've got that there, and then you can basically make out the beginning of rotation because you've got this water mass going that way, and where the pulse has occurred, it's forcing. You can see that it's going to force it into a anti-clockwise rotation. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, so I'll show you the view from the West Pacific. So it's the same website again, same time, filming this at the same time, and you can see the pulse there, but it goes up a bit further actually. But that's not really that important because we're looking at this bit here. So that's just two different views of the same pulse. But the thing about this pulse is there's things that match up with it. So it's got cloud underneath it already. I'll show you that in a second. And also the wind map's telling me that there's a low pressure system forming. So I'll just go to the wind map real quick. So I'll just prove to you that we're in this location here. You've got Australia there, the West Pacific area. So I'll zoom in, wait for it to load, and you'll see that it is relatively calm except for like this area up here. But in the area that the pulse has occurred, you've already got you can see that the beginning of rotation in an anti-clockwise rotation. So I'll zoom in into that so you get a bit of view as well. And also we can link this up with the cloud on the emergency map. Now the only reason I use this map is to see the clouds basically, but here you go here, the location that the pulse has occurred, you've already got a cloud. So this is a very interesting pulse actually, because sometimes a pulse will occur, there'll be no cloud, and sometimes the wind map it'll just be all scattered and there won't be anything. But this one, it seems that something's going to be formed out of this. So it's the 20th of the 2nd now where I am in Australia, but global time it's still the 19th. So I'll say that it's the 19th of February that this pulse has occurred. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll be watching this system be formed anyway. But no doubt this will probably form into a cyclone and it'll head straight towards the Philippines. It might die out, you don't know, but you've got some evidence here of the beginning of a low. You've got the microwave pulse in that same location. You've got the microwave pulse from a different angle in that same location, and you can see it extends up even further. And you've also got the clouds in that location. So yeah, all we can do now is just wait. So I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, see ya. Hey guys, before I go, I thought that it would be better if I added a video to the end of the recording that I just did. I did say goodbye and all that, but yeah, I'll just put this video on so it's more clear for everybody else who doesn't know what's going on. So yeah, just watch the video and then that's the end. So yeah, see you guys.
My quest to hack a tornado for power has led me to one of the most energy-conscious countries in the world, Switzerland. I'm going to track down the engineer Slobodan Tepic. He has an idea for creating an artificial tornado that could be used to tap into a virtually bottomless supply of energy.
My hope is that we can provide clean energy for about 500,000 people.
Wow.
His idea would work like this. A high-powered microwave beam anchored in the base of this shell-like wind guide would create the warm updraft needed to trigger a vortex. The walls in the wind guide funnel the fast-moving winds through 64 high-performance turbines that harness the energy and distribute it into the grid, like a typical power plant. To demonstrate how microwaves could be used to create a tornado-generating updraft, Slobodan turned to his laser-equipped water tank.
The beam comes through the center and actually monitor the vortex being generated.
On this small scale, the heat transfer can't be seen with the naked eye. But if the upper plate, which represents the upper atmosphere, shows an increase in temperature, then there's hope for a microwave-induced tornado on a larger scale.
So here, the location that the pulses occurred, you've already got a cloud, so...
And in just a few minutes, we can already start to see results.
So this 0.3 reading that I'm seeing here at the top plate reflects
The upper plate is being warmed by the laser beam.
Successfully heating the upper plate with the laser beam offers hope that someday we might be able to induce a tornado-like column of wind and harness its energy. But if it could be done, how big would a life-size tornado power plant have to be to meet the energy needs of 500,000 people?
I guess somewhere on the order of 600 meters in diameter.
So 600 meters, that's like more than a third of a mile across then.
About that, right.
Well, now take a look at this, one of the strangest sights you'll see floating on the waters of our state. A gigantic, what do you think it is? Radar atop a floating platform slowly making its way to Seattle for repairs.
King 5's Gary Chinham is live in Port Townsend, where that platform is catching a lot of second glances. Gary.
Dennis and Dean, it is a sea-based X-band radar system, or SBR, and it passed by these Fort Worden beaches just a short time ago. They're empty now, but they were crowded with a lot of people, and many of them who knew it were coming were shocked by the size of this thing. It seemed to glide along through the Strait of Juan de Fuca like a giant egg on a floating nest. You could catch a glimpse of it from neighborhoods and coastal cities. You could see it dwarf a proud lighthouse. And for families exploring the relics of a past military era, it provided a stark introduction into modern technology.
It's going to be a while before we can hope to power a small city with artificial tornadoes, and maybe even longer before we can dismantle the naturally occurring ones that routinely blaze a path of destruction across the United States. But the science behind some of these fledgling ideas seems solid, so it's not out of the question that tornadoes might one day be hacked.